What's up, beautiful people? My name is Rochelle, and I am a Sisterlocks consultant that also does microlocks while rocking her Sisterlocks herself. Welcome to my channel where I share all types of tips and tricks for locticians and Sisterlocks and microlocks clients like yourself. So today I'm breaking down everything you need to know before you come to your Sisterlocks consult with me. I think that this is information that will be very useful in knowing before you decide to book a consult and spend your hard-earned money. I believe in free game, free knowledge, because this is your hair journey and you deserve the best. So let's talk about part number one. Now, first off, what is a Sisterlocks consultation? Well, a consultation is where your journey officially begins. We meet each other and decide if we are the perfect fit for each other. It's a one-on-one session where I'm going to assess your hair, ask you about your hair journey, your hair history, talk about your scalp and all your goals that you have for your hair future. We're going to talk about your lifestyle, your expectations through this whole journey. And I'm also going to do a small test lock area where we will place small test locks in your hair so that you get a feel for how it feels to have locks, to see if it's a good fit for you, and also to determine the best locking pattern for your hair texture. Everybody has different types of hair. We come from all different types of backgrounds, so it's important that we determine which locking pattern is best for you. Now this will give you a preview of what your Sisterlocks or microlocks are going to look like, and we'll see how your hair responds. So rock them the way you normally would. Wash them with the same shampoo and conditioner, and we'll come back and determine which locking pattern was best. Now let's talk about how you can prepare for your consult before it comes. First, you want to make sure you come with your hair clean and product free. That way I can assess your hair in its true quality, the way it grows out of your beautiful head. You want to wash your hair at least 24 to 48 hours before your consult with no oils, conditioners, or styling products. I want to see your hair in its most natural state. If you currently are rocking some beautiful braids or some faux locks, this is not the time to book a consult with me. Number two, you want to prep by knowing your hair history. I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions and it can feel overwhelming. And so I want to make sure that you have had time to do your research, look at your old pictures, look at your old posts, ask your family and friends what they've seen you do with your hair. So that way you can kind of be ready with your hair history when you come and see me and it doesn't feel so dramatic and overwhelming. The reason we want to talk about it is because if you have had any color or heat or relaxers, any breakage or thinning, any life events that have caused your hair texture to change, this will all determine if you are a proper candidate for Sisterlocks or microlocks. Next, we want to be ready to talk about budgeting. And I know this is something that can be kind of hush-hush, but it is important to be realistic. Sisterlocks and microlocks are both an investment, and it's my goal to make sure that we are on the same money page. Establishments can range from hundreds to well over $1,000 depending on your hair type, your density, and your length. Retightenings are ongoing. It's low maintenance, not no maintenance. And so I want you to be prepared to pay for your retightenings as needed. For most of my lovelies, they will come and see me every 4 to 6 weeks. Your hair lets us know how often you need to be seen. If you are someone who usually experiences a lot of new growth, you would come more often. If you are someone who needs more time for your hair to grow out, no problem. We will give your hair the extra time it needs at no additional cost to you. But if you are someone whose hair grows really fast, but you don't maintain that schedule that your hair needs, you can anticipate paying a little extra for your hair to return to the scheduled maintenance that it needs. All about budgeting because it is stress-free. I want to make sure that you're enjoying every part of this journey, and money is a big part of it, so we have to talk about that budget. Next, let's set aside time for the process. Establishment is going to take anywhere from 1 to 4 days. Most of my ladies are able to get established in 2 days, depending on how long they are able to sit. But it is important that you know this information up front. My favorite thing that I love to say to people, it's like getting braids for the last time. If however long it takes you to get your hair braided, you can anticipate that it will at least take that amount of time. Now, as far as your retightenings go, excuse me, retightenings usually take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. It is my goal to work with ladies who are interested in keeping their their retightening times down. What I mean by that is I don't establish more than 500 locks on someone's head unless their head calls for it. If you are someone who is a big head like your girl right here, you are in a special category. That is not everyone's circumstance. When you have locks that exceed 500 locks, I notice that it increases your retightening times and you are setting yourself up for long, extensive time in the chair, and that's not fair to you. Be ready to clear your schedule for your establishment and your retightenings so that you can make sure that you are getting your self-care and your hair care completed in a timely fashion. I work hard so that only one client is with me at every time, scheduled appointment time. So this is your personal time to watch the shows that you want to catch up on any phone calls you may need to, enjoy some quiet time without someone calling your name, enjoy a nice nap if it's your retightening, not your establishment. You cannot sleep at your establishment. And just do the things that you want to do. It is your personal time. I take pride in the fact that I deliver a quiet experience, or we can have a conversational experience. So it's your time to spend it the way you want. Now that brings me to my next tip, which is to choose your loctician wisely. Do your homework. Make sure you're asking to see photos of their work. Me personally, I have a slideshow presentation set up right on the television for easy viewing. Feel free to ask questions, ask to zoom in and see what's going on if you like the pictures that you're seeing. But make sure you're looking at their work that they post online ahead of time before coming to the consult, because remember, that is the purpose of this video. These are the things that you can do before your consult. So make sure that you're looking to make sure that is proof of their actual work. Click on those videos, those reels, those TikToks, and see if there's any people commenting on them or liking those videos. And make sure that they aren't stealing someone else's work and claiming it as their own. Unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of scam stories, and that's the reason, honestly, that I've been wanting to come on camera and start these conversations, because I feel like it's not enough talk about the right things to do and the right experience that you can have. And so I'm here to bring that to you. So really check to see if the person that you're working with is certified. If you're interested in Sisterlocks, are they on the Sisterlocks website? Are you being recommended by word of mouth to go to a certain person? Good vibes that you want to go with. If it's someone whose work speaks for itself, who you always hear good things about, like, oh, that person is nice, they're respectful, their space is clean. Those are the type of vibes that you want to listen for. If you hear about people who say, oh, it's so hard to reach that person, oh, the location is just so hard to get to, please take all of that into consideration. I know for me, I have special circumstances when it comes to my location. And so I know that it is something that needs to be talked about as well with my clients. And it is one of the first things that I bring up to make sure that they are comfortable with getting to me. Location really does matter in terms of distance. If you are someone who lives, in a certain zip code that is 45 minutes to an hour away from where your loctician is, that's something you want to take into consideration, especially if this is a place that you'll be coming from work or home and traffic during the week or weekend traffic. Those are things you want to think about because you're signing up for a huge commute. And so it might be better to instead keep looking to see if you can find someone who is closer. Maybe they're 30 minutes away. That way, even in traffic, you're only about 45 minutes away versus being in traffic for something that should take 45 minutes and actually takes an hour to an hour and a half. Remember, this is someone that you're going to be coming to see quite often, every 4 to 6 weeks. And it seems like that doesn't seem like it's very often, but it really is. You want to be able to ask questions like, how long will this process take? How long will my locks take to lock or mature? What's the maintenance routine like? Will I be able to swim? What products should I use? Make sure that you are asking these direct questions in a respectful and open manner, and make sure that you're receiving clear and honest answers. If someone tries to speak over you, or if they try to change the topic or kind of like push away or minimize your questions, those are all concerning red flags. Speaking of red flags, if you have a loctician that does not check your hair, even touch your hair, even look at your hair, even schedule a consult, those are actually red flags. You want to make sure that you feel comfortable with the person that you're meeting. It's already a stranger that you're meeting for the first time. Any of these type of red flags will actually make this process even more difficult. You want to be able to trust someone with your hair in their hands. So if they're rushing you through the consult, if they're not offering test locks, if they're not talking exact prices and giving you an exact quote that you can walk out the door with on your phone or in hand on a piece of paper, it's a red flag. You need someone who really cares about the health of your hair, not just the establishment, because this is a journey. So you will find that as you go through the journey, your hair may change. Maybe you have a baby, or you have start taking a certain medication, or you travel, or there's so many things that will happen. Life will continue to roll on as you're experiencing your lock journey, and you want to make sure that you have somebody you can roll with, that you can trust. Now, what happens next? What happens after the consult? If everything goes well, we're going to get straight to scheduling your establishment. We're going to make sure that you have prep time to prepare what you need for your establishment days. Like maybe you need to make sure your scalp is really clean, get a hair trim, or maybe you just need more time to save and budget and plan out childcare and dinner plans and all that type of thing. I just want to make sure that you're comfortable and that you don't feel rushed. You've had time to go to multiple consults, which is my number one tip. I'll make that a bonus tip. If at all possible, do multiple consults. And that is just the times that we're living in. You want to make sure that you are choosing the best option for you. Remember, it's not about rushing, it's about starting strong. Well, those are my tips for making you feel more prepared for your Sisterlocks or Microlocks consultation. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, give it a subscribe. I appreciate you. I have way more tips rolling around in my head up here on, and I'll be sure to bring those to you on Sisterlocks, Microlocks, styling, and just more advice from behind the chair as someone who is going through this Sisterlocks and Microlocks journey with you. I can't wait to share my hair story with you. I just love talking on the camera. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments so I can respond to them and maybe even include them in an upcoming video. If you're in my area, definitely join my waiting list. I live on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. And if you would like to receive a consult with me personally, then definitely fill out the link. I'll try to put it in my bio since I'm a new YouTube channel. I don't know if I'll have that ability yet, but feel free to comment on the video and I can take it from there. But go ahead and book that consult. Let's start your lock journey the right way. And I'll see y'all in the next video.